She-He meditation. This meditation is an opportunity to find the Shiva-Shakti dynamic of the preceding dialogue inside yourself, or rather, discover your own variation on it. It is meant to help you embody the understanding you gained from Part 1. If you're a newcomer to meditation, you will find it helpful to go through or review, if you've already done them, the short preparatory meditations found after each chapter in Part 1. This more complex exploration builds on them. First, establish a comfortable seated posture. That is important, crucial for her to feel that you are acknowledging the importance of embodiment and pleasure. If you can sit cross-legged comfortably, that is ideal, since that helps maintain good blood flow to the brain, so that he can employ full and unimpeded consciousness. An erect posture also promotes opening the Sushumna, or equal flow in the two nostrils, which is necessary for the third eye to be activated. When you have established the best posture that is possible today, let it be, and turn your attention to the breath. First, watch the breath. Notice its rate. Is it fast or slow? Then its rhythm. Is it smooth or jerky? Are there pauses or interruptions? At first, don't try to alter the breath. Simply observe it. Once you've taken stock of your breathing inclinations, you may invite the breath to relax into a regular rhythm. If there were pauses, relax the muscles that restrain the breath during the pause and allow the flow to continue without restraints or interruptions. Once the posture is established and stable and the breath is regular and relaxed, turn your attention to the point between the nostrils. Focus there, where the nasal septum intersects the upper lip. Concentrate on the precise point that is at the center of that area. Notice the flow of cool air entering the nostrils on each side, then the flow of warm air leaving on each side of that precise point. After a few minutes of this concentration, you will probably notice that the breath has moved toward equilibrium, with more nearly equal flow on the two sides. Once that has happened, begin to follow the course of the flow from the point between the nostrils upward toward the point between the eyebrows. On each breath, follow it a bit higher until you are able to stay with it all the way up from the point between the two nostrils to the point between the eyebrows. Continue with several breaths that run the full course, connecting these 2 points. Then allow your attention to rest on the point between the eyebrows. Notice the change in the quality of your awareness as you settle into this point. After you've enjoyed that for a while, begin to inhale back from that point, following the breath back a little further each time you inhale. Gradually extend this backward course as though you are allowing yourself to sink back, as you might sink back into a big, overstuffed chair. When you find the point about 2 or 3 inches behind the point between the eyebrows, at approximately the center of the skull, allow yourself to rest there. This should put you in the vicinity of the pineal gland, a receptor of light, literally the third eye. This is the true third eye or sixth chakra, and this is where you want to sit for the main portion of this meditation. Settle into your easy chair here and make yourself comfortable. Once you feel at home here, you may begin to look down toward the right side of your body, allowing your masculine, the he aspect of your inner world to begin to take shape. You may begin to have a sense of what he would look like if he were a separate person. Or you may feel sensations in the right side of your body, which is regulated by the left side of the brain and can reflect the emotions, unease, tension, or mood of the masculine aspect of yourself. Or you may experience his mindset, even imagine his speaking. If so, go with your imagining and listen. The form of the glimpses and intuitions about what he has to say varies from person to person. Sometimes it's as simple as a brief visual impression of a figure. Does it feel cowed, angry, depressed? What can you infer from that image? Whatever it is, that's fine. Don't try to make something happen. Simply tune into what is there. Once you've perceived whatever there is to see, or hear, or feel, shift your attention over to the left side. Now allow her to take shape. Again, she will reveal herself to you in whatever form she pleases, and all you need to do is remain alert and observant. Next, you move into your role as counselor. From your chair, ask her gently if she would like to share her concerns, her frustrations, her anxieties, her challenges, her agonies. Listen as she speaks, or feels, or gestures. Give her time, inviting her to share with you, but suggesting that she might like to direct some of her concerns to him also. When you've had enough time to get the general gist of her concerns and her feelings, politely ask her to draw her sharing to a close. Thank her for her willingness to reveal herself to you. And if you feel that you will wish to do so, assure her that she will have another time later to express more of what is on her mind. When she has finished, turn your attention back to him. And now ask him, in a similar manner, to share his concerns, his frustrations, his goals, his apprehensions, his struggles. Again, aiming to encourage dialogue and understanding, suggest that he speak to her as much as he can. Give him your full attention too. When he's finished, thank him for his courage and his sharing, and again, if you feel you can realistically do so, tell him you will provide another time to talk in the near future. Perhaps at this point you would like to arrange another time with them when the process can be continued. Now you, that is to say the third eye you, like a good couples counselor, can sit back in the chair and review what happened with your clients. What were the themes? The predominant emotional trends? What did you feel was the most charged subject? Where did you see the most conflict? The most understanding? Did you feel genuine affection between them, or were they consistently hostile? Did they only speak to you, or did they engage with each other in a true dialogue? If they did not manage to communicate with each other, how can you support that next time? If you feel so disposed, make a few notes in the folder that has their name on it. When you feel that you have digested the session, close the folder and put it away. Now we will slowly exit the space where this dialogue has occurred. On the next exhalation, begin to follow the breath toward the point between the eyebrows. We are reversing the course you followed when you began. With each breath, reach forward a bit more until you are making a complete connection between the deep ajna, 6th chakra, and its more superficial corresponding kshetra at the surface of your forehead. Once that is established, slowly begin to release the connection with the deep point, allowing the course of the breath to shorten toward the front one, until you are again able to rest at the point between the eyebrows. Pause there for a few respiratory cycles and reconnect with the consciousness that goes with this point. Now, slowly begin to follow back down the nasal passages toward the starting point, the point between the nostrils. Extend the breath a little further with each exhalation until you're spanning the whole distance between these 2 points again. Once more, after you do this, shorten your breath until you have returned to the point between the 2 nostrils. Again, rest here for a moment, noticing whether the breath is flowing equally through the left and right. If not, who is predominant? He, right side, or she, left? Does that jibe with what was happening during the conversation? Now we will end the meditation by following the breath down through the nasal pharynx and the throat into the chest. Again, extending your reach a little further with each breath. Once you've reached the center of the chest, the heart, let your attention rest there. Remember that the heart is the main wedding chapel for the inner marriage. Feel the right heart and the left, the receptive, yin aspect of each, and the active, yang aspect of each side. Allow yourself to feel the increment of opening your heart has experienced as a result of, at the very least, this sincere attempt to increase the communication and harmony between him and her. Let that increase and radiate from the heart, and the love and compassion that it brings shine forth from your 4th heart chakra. Now extend that energy down your arms, right and left. Now extend it up towards your head and down to your feet. Remember that the cross is one of the universal symbols for the heart. And notice its centrality in the flow from above, down, and below, up, and from right to left and left to right. Consider grounding yourself in this heart energy, this outreaching and in-moving connectivity between yourself and others that can mirror your own inner relationship that you've just examined, and that can serve to further your capacity to bring it to a joyful union. Now slowly and gently allow your fingers to move slightly, extending the heart energy out to your hands, which reach into the world and toward other people, Slowly begin to move your head a bit, allowing some of the heart energy to reach there and infuse your thoughts with love and compassion, and support the light of Shiva that moves from above through you. Lastly, begin to move your toes again, slowly unfolding your legs with your hands and massaging them to bring the flow from the heart down to your feet, where it can reach into the earth and ground you in her nurturance and receive her life force and her power, which is yours.